To be great, you got to be different from everybody else. You can't do the same things. You can't have the same habits. You can't focus on the same things that everybody else is focused on if you want to be different. The annual wage right now is between $50,000 and $60,000. I'll pop it up on the screen. Um, if you want to make above that, if you want to make above what everybody else is making, you have to do things that everybody else aren't doing, right? Which means you're going to be different. Not even going to I'm not even going to talk about well, I'm going to talk about having your own business, but first I'm going to just start off in the workplace. Um that person that everybody calls the company man, that's higher up, making more than everybody else. This dude makes more than everybody else, but everybody talk trash about him. He's a company man, blah 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 blah. Everybody talk trash about him, but he make more than you. He ain't even worried about you. Everybody below him is worried about him, and he ain't worried about you. He's different. He stays a little bit later. He tries to make his quality of work better than everybody else's. He works harder than everybody else. He's on time every day. He don't do no call no shows. He don't come late. Like he does his job. He don't complain. He just do what he need to do. He don't complain. He just do what he need to do. And then people call him the company man. Well, listen, the company man makes more than you. The company man could take a day off when he want to. He don't have to work. He can afford to not work a few days actually, because he make more than you. But everybody hating on the company man. But listen, that dude makes more than you because he's different. He separated himself from everybody else. Is that simple. That person in the workplace made himself different from everybody else, and that is why he's higher up. And no, I'm not talking about for everybody. Yes, some people got lucky, some people know people, and blah 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 blah. I'm talking about the higher ups that worked to get there. Yes, there are a lot of them that didn't work to get there. A lot of people know people. I understand that. But the person that's higher up that people be hating on just because he do what he need to do, just because he work harder, just because he's reliable, just because his quality of work is better than yours. Like just because he's different from you. When he's at work, he's actually working, not trying to just have fun. Point being different makes you successful. Being different makes you greater than everybody else, puts you above the average. Right now, I'm gonna shift over to entrepreneurship. Shift over to entrepreneurship. Everybody is, hype. It's hyped up starting a business and things like that. The thing is, you can't go home and waste time on social media, waste time on whatever, doing things that like I'll catch myself doing this, right? I'll catch myself. I know I need to make a YouTube video, but I'll start reading a book. So I'll find something else that like really, really isn't gonna help me do what I want to do. Like what I really want to do is create an audience that is cool with me. Like that really messes with me. That's likes to hear what I got to say. That is waiting for me to upload again. I want to create that type of audience. Yet when it's time to build that, meaning when it's time to make a video, my brain goes, "Oh, you can just read." No, how about you make the video first, then you read. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is most people after work waste time. They waste time. You can't be like that. Right when you get off work, you got to work a little bit. You got to work a little bit, and it got to be consistent. Everybody else is switching from business to business, to side hustle, to whatever, income stream to income stream. You got to make sure you stick with one thing. You got to make sure you work on it every day after work. So eventually you don't have to have a 9 to 5 anymore. So eventually you can put yourself above the rest, right? Everybody else is switching things, not being consistent, wasting their time. You have to be different from them to be successful in anything. Let's switch to relationships. I'll pop up the divorce rate. I'll pop up the divorce rate real quick. I don't even know what it is, but I'm gonna look it up after this video, after I record this and put it up there. But I know it's high. What are reasons that the divorce rate is high? Finances. So that means what? How to be different. You and your significant other need to have finances down. Like y'all need to have it. What is okay for us to be making? Okay, we want to make more. How can we make more? How can we do it together? How can we make this work? Because finances is a huge reason why people get divorced. What else? Communication. I would say people stop learning each other. So to be different from everybody else, to not get divorced in 10 years, to not get divorced in 5 years, whatever it is, the year that most people get divorced, whatever. You have to do things that are different. People don't like to have uncomfortable conversations. You need to make sure you have uncomfortable conversations. People don't like to people get content and stagnant and they stop learning their partner. You need to make sure you continuously learn your partner, right? Even with me right now, I'm in it's about to be year 2 coming up, October 13th for me. I have to make sure I'm still about to be a October 13th is about to be year 2 for us. And I have to make sure, like I have to tell myself that you gotta keep learning. Gotta keep learning her. Like I gotta keep learning my girl. I also gotta keep growing. Gotta keep growing as she grows. Right? It's a lot of things. That's another reason. People stop growing. One person is growing exponentially and the other person is staying the same because they got content, they got lazy and things like that. Like you got to be different to be successful. You got to do. It's not gonna be fun all the time. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even want to make this video. I had to force myself to make this video, but I had to tell myself, didn't you say didn't even though I just got off work, didn't you say you wanted to build an audience that likes you, an audience that's cool, the audience that's waiting for you to upload? Didn't you say that? Didn't you say you were gonna stick with YouTube until it became successful? Didn't you say that? Didn't I say that? Right. I had to remind myself that. And this is just a reminder for y'all. You're gonna have to do the uncomfortable things. You're gonna have to do the extra work. And the extra work ain't fun. But I guess you gotta figure out how to make it fun. I think that's the difference between the millionaires, billionaires, and us broke people. Like like we don't go hard on the boring stuff. Everybody else, all the millionaires and billionaires, they go hard on the boring stuff. They stay consistent on the boring stuff. They probably are so crazy, like the millionaires, billionaires, they're probably so crazy that they actually make the boring stuff fun. That's probably how crazy they are. But that's it. Keep working. Be different. I'm out.